to the next level.
Hello, hello, good morning, good afternoon, good evening, wherever you are in the world. This is Coach Tiffany Parra, Editor-in-Chief of Fitness Fanatics Magazine, elevating your mind, body, and spirit. Today, we are going to be having a conversation with one of our amazing contributing writers. This woman has so much going on, and we were just talking before the show. I mean, she's really just in her flow, and I just cannot wait for her to share all the amazing things that she's doing so you can possibly get tapped in, so you can also tap into that greatness that you have within. So let me go ahead and bring her on in. Hey, Eva.
It's good to see you.
You too. Oh my goodness. It is I just love having you on the show. I love just having you as part of the Phoenix Fitness Fanatics family. Thank you so much for being a part of our wonderful family. And thank you for gracing us in September with a wonderful cover. And all of you have not seen that cover, you better get out there and subscribe. Get this cover because it was just amazing. And she has some amazing content inside as well. So thank you so much.
It's my pleasure. I love being a part of this family.
Oh, thank you. So please tell everybody a little bit about you, a little bit about what you do, where you're from, so they can get to know you a little bit.
Sure. So my name is Eva Vennari, and I'm based out of Los Angeles, but I've helped people all over the world from Peru to Dubai to really tap into their own natural ability to heal. And I find that it's been a long journey of my own, and I found the solution to chronic illness and healthy longevity. It's the same. So the idea is I empower the body to really be at its ideal and best performance, and I do that without drugs, but with ancient techniques and modern science.
I just love it. I just love it. Look, y'all got to learn how to think outside the box, okay? So that, because there's so many different ways that our bodies can heal. And, you know, I've been told that we regenerate every 7 years, right? So we have a whole new body every 7 years. So, you know, like we can live such wonderful lives. So even, all right, like tell us, you've got some amazing things going on, and I know you have something coming up really quick, like next week. So tell us about the Conscious You Summit that you are a part of next week.
Well, I've been corralled with other woojie type people that are clairvoyants, that are have spiritual gifts and are healers in their own right, and a lot of holistic advice and great coaches. We had a panel interview yesterday that was live all over the internet for this Conscious You Summit, and you can really get an idea of the type and the caliber of resources, information, tips, and things that you can employ right now for yourself for healing in just listening to the others that were on the panel with me. And so next week, it's going to be October 17th and 18th. Get your free gifts, get the free ticket. And then if you like what you see, definitely get the upgrade. And so VIP, we're going to have a bunch of not only gifts to everybody who gets the free ticket, but also I'm offering VIP people who purchase that upgrade. They'll have special access to a lot. I was listening to other people's gifts and, ooh, I want that. So I'll be offering my astral scan. It's a free, not free, but it's to the VIP people. It's the one-on-one time with me, and we do what's called an astral scan. I'm the only one that I know of that does it, but I look into what could be blocking you from your next healing? And sometimes it's not physical.
Wow. Like we are energetic, right? So there could be a lot of stuff going on there. Well, I love it. And see, I love when, when they have those summits because they have amazing people like you on there and y'all are just gleaming on the audience and the freebies. Man, because I know when I do them, I want to give the best, value possible for that person that's watching. So, oh my gosh. And that astral scan, isn't that the one that I did? Because I thought I know I did a scan with you, and I think I did the astral scan as well. And it was a lot of really cool information that came out of that scan.
It doesn't take long. It's just a few minutes, at least for you guys. When before I do that work, there's a lot of spiritual preparation that I'm doing for me, my space, my spirit, so that I'm protected. People think that, oh, the spirit, this is important information right here. This is really good stuff. As far as people think, oh, I'm hearing a voice, or I'm seeing a picture, or I'm receiving a message from spirit. It must be safe. And I'm here to say, not everything that approaches you is. It's our job to discern it. And so I teach that. I teach how to discern it. But at the same time, I walk my talk. And so before I do an astral scan with somebody, I'm protecting, gridding and sealing my space, creating my own circle of safety, bringing in angels. All of this is preparation, because if I didn't do that, if I just one time was like, it's okay, I can skip it this time, right, then I'm the one who needs an astral scan.
Oh my goodness. Oh, well, look, I think everybody needs one of those. So definitely look, check that out, y'all. Okay. So we're going to go ahead and we're going to cut to a quick commercial break, and then we're going to come back and we're going to talk to Eva about some more awesome stuff that she's got going on. We'll be right back. And we are back. This is Fitness Fanatics Magazine, elevating your mind, body, and spirit. We are taking center stage on the Own It Publishing platform with our contributing writer, Miss Eva Vennari. So wasn't that a fun commercial right there? Mupo TV, they always got some fun ones. They make me want to dance.
Well, I go right to that's got to be some sort of very hot suit. He's getting a great exercise.
Right. So fun. Oh my, so look, speaking of fun, so you have a Alaskan healing cruise that you are planning. Let's talk about that.
Yeah, I have an addiction. I'll share. I'll open up. Anytime somebody says cruise, I'm like, ooh, really? Little ears perk up. If I had, cat ears, they'd be forward. So I love to travel. And as I said in the beginning, I'm based out of Los Angeles, but I often love multi-country living. And if I can get out of Los Angeles for a retreat, I'm all for it. Let's go. And I was just back from my retreat in Belize when I received an email from Cunard, and they says, hey, you feel like taking a cruise? And I, of course, little ears perked up. And I looked for something that was based, or at least leaving out of the United States. And I found, and what I always wanted to go see was Alaska. Never been. It's so close. I'm in California. Why haven't I been? I'm just didn't do it yet. So I thought, okay, 7 days, Seattle to Seattle next year. I can do that. Why don't I bring some people with me and make it fun, make it a retreat? And this is what started the whole trouble. Let's have some fun on the water. And so I decided, I had just come off this retreat in Belize and had a very successful experience applying my VIP experience or healings there with those individuals, and decided, well, why don't I offer this on the water? Turns out that's going to be the best place to have healings. And anyways, that's the framework. We're going to be, of course, going on land and visiting the spaces in between. We've got 3 sea days to do these wonderful healings. And so I'm excited about that.
Oh, that's going to be so much fun. And I know with this, they're getting this VIP experience. So let's dig a little bit into that VIP experience and what that looks like. Because we've spoken before, and it's amazing. So share, please.
So remember I was saying that sometimes there are energetic things that are invisible to the eye and invisible even to a blood test. And we don't quite know what's in the way of our healing. Sometimes that is what needs to be jiggled loose. And this is what we're going to be working on. And it's at your comfort level, kind of like when a massage therapist says, undress to your comfort level and get on the table. I'm offering that level of service to these healings. So even if you're not into what you can call the woo-woo sciences, but you understand Reiki has a purpose, or you understand that, what your Akashic record has for you is just for you, and you understand that that's something you can apply to your life path, or if you are going through transition, and that's really who this is for. And who isn't in the middle of some sort of transition from either a stage of life, whether that's motherhood into wise woman, or maiden into mother, where we struggle with the letting go of the old and going towards what our true path is. It's kind of like we want to go to Las Vegas, for example, but we're in Los Angeles to begin with, and then we find our way halfway, which everybody knows the halfway point is Barstow, but it's an armpit of a city and it sucks. And so what we need to do is be able to refresh, get some water, go through, get some food for ourselves, and get back on the road to Las Vegas. And what we do oftentimes, metaphorically I'm speaking, is that we decide, you know what? I want to do everything I can to get back to Los Angeles. I want to be back here where this old way was, because I'm used to that. I'm comfortable with that. And I have no idea what's waiting for me in Las Vegas. Well, anybody who's been in Las Vegas, they know party town is fun. So what if we looked at, and this is what the workshops are all about on the VIP experience in the Alaskan cruise, is the workshop is getting you comfortable with the idea of something new. We hate change as a human nature. We resist it so much. And I want to make that transition easier. And sometimes there's things that from childhood, things that don't even belong to you, that your ancestors lovingly left to you when they passed through. And those can all be cleared. You do not need a couch. You do not need a psychotherapist to help you say, how did that make you feel? No, we can get rid of all of this stuff that's been holding you back and clear the way for the future. That's what the cruise is about.
Oh, wow. Oh, look, everybody needs that, because we all have something that may be holding us back from doing something that we want to do, or that we are destined to do, right? And it's something that, like you just said, it was lovingly left for us. And we don't even know that it's in there, it's down in there. So that is just so amazing that you're going to give people the opportunity to just really get a chance to tap in energetically, so they can release those things that are just kind of holding them back,
Yeah, not only release them, but also prepare the body for the new energy that you are going to maintain. As anything, we know that as a plant grows, or as our space changes around us, we can feel it. It's visceral. Well, the body is the same. When we heal out any wounds, or if we let go of the past, sometimes we can't let go. And sometimes just the words of somebody you ever been in that situation where you're explaining to somebody your angst, and they go, just let it go. If I could do that, I would have. So this is not like an act of self-hate. It's just, okay, there's something that my body's not quite ready to let go of, and that needs to be explored. So we're going to learn about who you are, what your divine path is, what your contract with God, if you want to get down and dirty. This is like, why am I here on earth? What am I supposed to be bringing in? We can get that information for you, the breadcrumbs to your path, your DNA, if you will, on earth. that is vital information. And yes, everybody needs it, but not everybody is going to be attracted to that. And I have this wonderful question from somebody over the weekend. They says, Eva, is everybody interested? Do they really want that personal growth and the spiritual expansion? And I had to think about it for a minute. So most people are very scared of it. So if you are a person who is I love personal development. If I look at your Kindle and it's all like, personal development stuff, it's Joe Dispenza and it's, Bruce Lipton and all these other people, then this cruise is for you, because this is the kind of work that we're going to be getting into. And I could say so much more, but that gives you
So if you want to secure your seat on the Alaskan healing cruise, just go to the link here that's up here on the screen, and you can lock in, and let's do some healing, right? So awesome. So we're going to go ahead and we're going to cut to another quick commercial break, and then we're going to come back and we're going to talk about how a VIP personal experience may look for you, because guess what? You can also have one off the cruise. So we'll be right back. All right, and we are back. This is Fitness Fanatics Magazine, elevating your mind, body, and spirit. Coach Tiffany Parr here with our contributing writer, spiritual alchemist, Ms. Eva Vennari. She has been sharing with us some amazing events and things that she's got coming up. I mean, just some amazing experiences that you all can tap into. And we were just talking about her Alaskan healing cruise before we left for the break. And we talked about the VIP experience, which is really helping you to figure out what it is. What is that thing inside you that is just holding you back from being able to be the greatest version of yourself? So Eva also offers this VIP experience on a personal level. So let's talk about that, Eva. What does that look like for people?
Well, it's one-on-one. So a lot of the healings that I learned over the course of my time of being a spiritual healer can only be done in person. We're talking about clearing out the physical layers of your metaphysical body, physical body, metaphysical body. You've got all these different dimensions. And so I had all these collections of different healings that kind of correlated with each other. We're not the same, but certainly complemented. And for years, I was just kind of looking at them sitting off to the side in my mind's eye, thinking, well, I have this stuff. Nobody ever buys it, but what can I do with it to help people? And it dawned on me, I could make this an in-person retreat. And so I made that part of my now flagship offer, which is called Ascension. And it's a year-long program. And within that year-long program, where we're balancing your body's minerals, getting it so that the energy runs properly through your body, so that it runs at a high performance and at an ideal state, right? That's where we started. But then I noticed people, when they are clearing out toxic metals and toxic chemicals, old stuff that we've been living through our whole lives, it's really suppressing our ability to live fully, because we get chronic symptoms and are like, I don't know what's going on with my body. And then we are not doing our work on the planet, right? So if you're distracted by chronic illness, that would be that basic part. Get started there, and then we go into healing out the emotional wounds that come up with the toxic metals. Toxic metals, they bind wounds to our body Very, very interesting stuff. And I, on a side note, out of left field, we're talking about this, where the weakest part of your body is typically where the cancer grows. And you can find heavy metals in that space too. So get rid of the heavy metals, clear out the wounds, less likelihood of you developing cancer over time. Just an idea for you to think about. And then the spiritual aspect, which we've been talking about, clearing out the emotional wounds, looking at ancestral inheritances, anything that like an attachment. And what do I mean by an attachment? Like I said earlier, not all spirit is good for you. It's not for your highest good. You could have demonic, you could have elemental. Some elementals are fine. It's just like people without bodies. They're on the astral plane. And some of them have your highest good in mind and want to help you, and they're beneficial, and others are not. So all of this is part of that year long. You become an entirely different person. If you want that, if you want some change, this is where it starts. And during that 12-month period, you get 1 week with me. We'll either fly you out to Los Angeles or wherever I happen to be. We can meet somewhere, whatever, but it's part of your program. And we do the intensive work together, one-on-one, and it includes so much, not only the DNA activation, the soul activation. And soul activation is amazing. How many people have gone through a Mercury retrograde and been like, wow, everything's messing up. I can't communicate with people. When I say something, it's like I'm speaking Martian or something else. Doing a soul activation realigns your body's energy so that astral bodies, and when I say astral bodies, I mean the moon, Mercury, whenever it goes in retrograde, solar flares, all of these things that affect us energetically, whether you believe in it or not, it doesn't matter. We are affected of it. Otherwise, the ERs would not be very busy on full moon nights. Anyways, right? So we're at effect of all of these energies. And instead of being knocked down by the energetic surf of all these energies, every time something is in retrograde or every time there's a solar flare, the soul activation pops you above that energy like you're on surfing it, as opposed to being hit by that wave. Two different accesses to what it requires to recover. And so that's just a sampling of how your body transforms and starts to work for you, rather than being something that you have to constantly fix. The body's not stupid. Neither is our eternal spirit that's part of it. Anyways, I'm getting into preaching now, but that's just an idea. I could tell you what the things are that are included, but it doesn't matter, because we're going to meet you, your body, your spirit, where it is. And from that space, make the change that it's ready to make.
Wow. Wow, that's amazing. That is absolutely amazing. That is, like, it gave me the chills, because you have to find balance in it all, right? I mean, the physical, the energetic, and also, the ancestral as well. And this is just an amazing experience that you are providing someone for a year. And I mean, and I know this is going to be work. It's chipping it away. And that's absolutely amazing. And it's very needed. So thank you for the work that you do, because I know that it is very hard work to do, to be able to help to manage, and help to balance people's energies and stuff, especially when you're having to manage your own, right? And keep yourself balanced. So
at I just level of healing, for sure, you're held to a higher accountability with spirit. So there's no faking it. You can't be walking around with a bunch of guilt or shame or fear in your system. You have to have a handle on all of those common issues.
Yeah, absolutely. So, Eva, what is some words of wisdom or words of encouragement that you can give some of our audience, or all of our audience, really, as we are coming to, a close of the year? I know that the energies are high, the stress levels are very high right now as well, because people are trying to, end strong, and, some people are getting, stressed out about the holidays coming. What's some words of wisdom or encouragement you can give them?
I think the biggest one is learn to say no. Like, this is about reading your energy and being in an awareness of what you have to give. If you're at 50% of your giving power, just like be with that accept it and go, you know what, today is a low day. I'm going to sit back. If you're at 100% of your energy and somebody else is at 50 and you can give a little bit, then do that. But be mindful of what you have available, because if you deplete yourself, the return journey is very difficult. I know this firsthand.
Yeah.
You know, adrenal burnout is serious, and it can lead to not just early onset, all kinds of, you know, premature aging issues like menopause at the age of 28, or bone density problems, or the hypothyroidism. People think that getting a hypothyroidism diagnosis is the end of it, and I just take a pill every day. Did you know that there's a whole environment inside your body that's allowing for that? And that's years in the making. So It's all the little choices. This is self-love at its finest. It's all of the little choices. Did I drink enough water? Did I get enough sleep? Have I eaten well? Do I sit down and enjoy my food, or do I sit through it and like barely chew it and swallow it just because it's soft and realize, oh, I got to get on to my next thing? There's love in every little choice that we make. And that's the wisdom right there. Every moment matters, and just be with yourself and be compassionate. If you're low, live it. If you're high, live that too.
Yeah. Yeah. Oh, that is such great advice. Such great advice. We just need to be present and in the moment with ourselves, right? I mean, just, and it, yeah. So thank you so much, Eva, for just being, again, a part of the Phoenix Fitness Fanatics family. Thank you for sharing your knowledge, wisdom, and expertise. If anyone wants to get in touch with you, Eva, let's go ahead and bring that up. You all can connect with Eva here at her website at www.theelevateinstitute.com and tap into getting into the cruise. Or if you are interested in getting your VIP experience as well, so you can, again, show up as your best version of yourself and start walking in your power and purpose, because you know what? We were put here for a reason. So let's be here for that reason. So I love you all so much. Thank you so much for tuning in to us today. And you're going to see more of Eva because she's got so much amazing stuff going on, and she's part of this family for the long haul. So Eva, thank you again. And everyone, we will see you next time. Take care.
Take it to the next level.